2 of today's social media review, and today is the 30th of August 2020. This is part 2 of we social media review. Meanwhile, a few, maybe about 20 minutes ago, we've been there on live broadcast and our account was hacked. And Facebook sent a message that people them were joining yesterday, they hacked the accounts. So therefore, we've been there for shut down and start all over and reestablish and waiting and call, because we have hackers among us that are trying to stop us. So me people them, they are gonna share and back, gonna share the audio, we can continue the conversation. Gonna share to una group and share to your people. Let us come again for Calm Talk. This is part 2 of the social media review on Voice of Sierra Leone, and today na August 30, 2020. Earlier we don't talk, I don't know usa una yeri, but we noticed it will not be there on live because Facebook sent a notification and then take us off because there was a hacker among we. But you know, una they play the game then, but VOS is still here to stay. VOS is still the voice of Sierra Leone, the voice of the people. Now the diaspora, especially where they reach to the one there where they run the country. So we will talk earlier on President Bio. I don't know how far I read that, but we don't talk on the President Bio traveling to Lebanon. We don't ask the question why, waiting at the reason. We get rumor them way. Some people say it get coronavirus. We get rumor where, you know, we don't hear President Bio must go. Some people say they're gonna away. Some people say go for personal business. Like we say again, President Bio get right for go on a personal vacation, he get right for go on a personal issue, but as a president of the country in the midst of coronavirus, we people and the Allah say it don't make sense, and we don't talk on that day. Even Professor Kutu, we don't talk say it is the right of the people for no say with president. You know, usai day, what they do. If he's sick, we therefore no say he's sick. If you know what's in and call, and we calling on again the Minister of Information, the Information Minister and the Secretary to the President, and I can't tell we the President don't go in the midst of the pandemic, the world pandemic, where people in the diaper corona, where presidents don't go. And like we say, we see the picture them of the red carpet, we see the picture with no mask on, we see the picture on, and then we see the press statement or the statement where the consul for the Lebanese consul what they call say no, President Bio no get corona. So but waiting President Bio go do na Lebanon, we don't know the people they want for no, Sierra Leone and they want for no. So una go get for join we with una voice. But the second topic where we don't begin talk on where una no yeri because we don't get kicked off on Facebook because of somebody was hacking into our Facebook account for try for stop we and interrupt the program, and but we coming back on, and you know the devil is a liar, like Nikki always say. Una not able to stop the voice of the people, una not able for stop we still the talk, we still with a try for find solution to the problems of Sierra Leone. Now, the big question about Sylvia Blyden will get for us, because we will play audio number 1 for now. Like I say again, we just see Sylvia Blyden. The question where we they ask now VOS is Sylvia Blyden starting a movement against the APC establishment? Is Sylvia Blyden, Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden, is she starting a movement? Because we see, like I say earlier, it don't open the big Kotoku, it don't put on there, that's waiting a Kotoku for una not to Creole or not to Frobe, Kotoku na big bundle, it open the big bundle where get all the secrets and they pull on a door. Is it a movement against the APC? Waiting an intention, waiting they do so. So let we listen. I don't know if Professor you want to say anything before we go, but let we listen to the video for una when not the audio of Sylvia Olainka Blyden. Una when not listen to the audio yet. Una when not listen to the reason they're waiting in the G. I want we all listen together. This na audio number 001 as a labeler una go yeri, and let we join the conversation. Una call una company, they let it come. Una share them back to una group because we got disconnected. We were doing fine. We were flowing right. We don't open the line for phone calls, but let we listen. Waiting Sylvia Olainka Blyden say. Then we go come back and give we own pandisto. Una let we go on, please.
Hello, Sierra Leoneans. This na Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden, and today is August 19th, 2020. I actually me don't plan, say I get for begin the release audios onto social media about the direction where I feel say this we country supposed for take. But today I decide say I dey do this other short one wey go different from the time where I go actually start for release formal audios. But before I go further, make I use this opportunity for wish happy birthday to my lawyer, Charles Francis Magai. Today don't make am 75 years on earth. Lawyer Magai, I want you to know say me, Sylvia Blyden, I appreciate you and all what you don't do for this country. All your dreams, they all what you may get for this country, they all not don't come true. Some don't come true, but not all come true. But I want you to know say you get beaucoup admirers them, in spite of the fact that some of who might get differences with you at one point or the other, but you're a great statesman. And God Almighty will don't give you 75 years. It will continue for add more and more years in your life. Let God bless you, sir, for all what you don't do for this country. Have a happy 75th birthday. 13 years ago, on this your same birthday, August 19, Naimi make the announcement. Say you go support the All People's Congress Party for make them go kind of power against you, Papa, in your party when I'm in the SLPP. That was a brave decision that you made in 2007 when you were just 62 years old. Let God bless you for that decision day. We know say you mean do them out of the genuineness of your heart. Happy birthday, sir. Now, having said that, now move to waiting at the real reason we make a decide say they make this audio today. Even though not to mean today, I mean plan for make the audio plan for start for the release audios. But today I decide say I need for do this audio because I just listen to we own brother, we own gallant freedom fighter. When I him don't replace the voice of the downtrodden in this country, no less a person than King Adebayo. I just listen to Adebayo in audio. But after I listen and done, I decide say I for do this audio because I totally not agree with what Adebayo talk today. See, Adebayo in call, he dey make like say the problem as we pull Madabio unconstitutionally Sierra Leone problems don't solve. I totally disagree. And I dey call on all Sierra Leoneans, especially me APC comrades them, make them distance themselves from Adebayo in call for remove President Madabio unconstitutionally. It is dangerous, it is futile, and not going to even produce anything other than instability for this country. We don't want that now. What do we want? And waiting that they make the call at this audio today. Now for me to get an effective opposition. Because Sierra Leone's problems are not just with the government. Sierra Leone problem na an absence of an effective opposition for checkmate the excesses of the governing SLPP. And so on this day today, August 19, 2020, I dey call on all APC comrades for join me for sincerely thank Telanes by Kroma, thank you for the great work, the great service we don't do in the past. I repeat, in the past, for we APC party. And I dey call on all APC comrades, make we all resolve our minds. Say the ten don't reach for we for ready. For tell Anescoma, thank you and goodbye. This is the time we not for call Madabio must go. This is the time Anescoma must go. This is the time for Anescoma for take a permanent goodbye from the head of the APC. Let's begin prepare for meet-up October 15, 2020, which is the end of his tenure as chairman and leader of the All People's Congress. Ernest Bai Koroma must go. Ernest Bai Koroma must go for Sierra Leone's democracy to be saved. Let me also thank Honorable Minkailu Mansare, Ambassador Usman Yansane, and the other one them for their services them. But honestly, for save this country, not Mada Bio must go. Like the APC leadership, they have to go. And let we get a transparent, modern APC team where they fit modern day times for restore Sierra Leone's democratic credentials. So I call on all APC comrades, they are on a distance on ourselves from Adebayo in call for remove Mada Bio unconstitutionally. It is dangerous. And it fails to realize. Adebayo, they fail for realize the real problem there. The real problem is the lack of opposition leadership. I don't need to go further. We all know that. We see them. We see the silence at critical moments. We see some of them in jail. Nobody not able to talk for we. We see advantage we take in this country. Nobody not able to talk because the leadership not transparent. And the leadership what the suspects say they under blackmail. So that blackmail the way they under it affect with democratic credentials. The democracy is becoming affected. So I call on all APC comrades. The democratic tools then are the country. The institutions then are the country. For make we able for keep the government on its toes without going on unconstitutional methods. So now already Hala say remove Mada Bio must go. Please do not stop it. It is dangerous, it is futile, and it is not democratic. The country as it currently is, we have all the tools if we get the proper leadership in opposition. We get all the tools for able to keep Mada Bio democratic on his toes. But the reason why that is not happening is because Ernest Bai Koroma's current leadership is not working as an effective opposition. So Adebayo, I am sorry. I totally denounce your call for people and for Common Ado. I think the call should be that Ernest Bai Koroma for being packed and left the APC leadership and chairmanship. Minkailu Mansare, Usmani Ansane, and all the others, una all need for begin pack and go. Because you are the people failing Sierra Leone. For us, the citizens, for come out and begin saying Mada Bio must go, it is just futile, it's a waste of time, it is dangerous, and it is just not good. Waiting good for this country right now, now a proper opposition. The current APC team cannot do it. Either because they are under blackmail or because they're not old, weak, and frail. Join me for tell them thank you. Join me for tell Ernest Bai Koroma thank you. Join me for tell me Minkailu Mansare, Usman Yansane, Elizabeth Mans, by Mahmoud, they all thank you for them past services. I repeat, for them past services. But for present, they must go. Ernest Bai Koroma must go. Thank you once again. This is now Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden on the 19th of August, 2020. Let God bless you all.
Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden don't talk. And I've been former minister of youth and children's services and social welfare, what they call a long term. Now, during the APC regime, President Bai Koroma in regime. But now, we don't hear the Iron Lady, as some people then call them, is a movement, is it a movement against the APC establishment? It don't open the Kotoku and it don't make, I think, 4 or 5 now, audio number 5, they now not do, but it's a lot of audios them, so una go get for go and search una social media group them, una go yeri, or instead get a group where it gets, or Facebook it gets and there. So that then I enforce audio way pool and it shock a lot of APCans, APC people them, and a lot of them are not happy and then come back at town. But my question be today, waiting at Sylvia Blyden in motive. He say it do for the good of the country. He say not to Mother Bio must go. Now, and in disagree with Adebayo, where Adebayo they say Mother Bio must go, in denounce and make APC then pull themselves from that thing there because they don't want to let them go make anything for pull the president unconstitutionally. But the problem is APC is not a strong opposition where they function because of in leadership. That is why she's calling on Anes Baikoroma and the rest of the executive them for go. So waiting at Sylvia Blyden in target, that is the question. Waiting at in intention. Is it because it gets personal grudge or personal dissatisfaction because he said they're not gonna pull they're not make no press release, they're not talk nothing way, but then the leadership not do nothing, everybody was silent. Now it vex for them, or it gets in personal agenda, personal motivation, or personal reason why they do them. Is she looking for the presidency? Does she want to run for president of the Republic of Sierra Leone? Waiting up, nobody don't know because we know the inside mind, but everybody they speculate. Waiting at your speculation, what do you think? But this what you don't hear so. And they don't pull other one them, like how I've been saying earlier before we get cut off, you know, it gets in the national the NRC, you know, the NRC, he said them pull on the NRC, he talk on, you know, people in the COSAM, he talk on the thing. Then I ask the question again, why make then a vex by Sylvia Blyden? Is it because she's a woman? If na man been doing so, would they have come out and begin tell her all kind of word people in the COSAM and this and that, or would they have supported her because of waiting? We don't know waiting are the reason why they do that. Everybody they speculate. Some people they say they sabiam. Some people they say very manipulating and very vindictive, and they try for all in waiting and call. And I know say one of the audio them where Kutubu been waiting call on in Grandpa when I been Solomon Pratt, when I been railway manager. Where then sell Sierra Leone railway, he say not to the sell the railway, inge people and not to in Grandpa sell the way, now Sheka Stephen and late Sorifona, now they be sell the thing. So all the Kotoku, all the secrets we been there at the blind. It don't open the blind now, one by one, it pull for show and tell, they tell all my waiting be there, waiting that they do. He say, and one of the things he say, then they say why not tell why they do this or whatever. He say in the tell president, maybe they tell Anes Baikoroma worst thing they say pass what they talk so right now. So Professor La pass until you know we open the phone line they open because this is getting in the noise of the country, the distraction, the everything around the social media is going crazy. What is going on, my people? What is going on? The noise is too loud. Sylvia Blyden is taking one of the front row seats, and the people that sit on they watch, and people that they talk. Everybody they making your speculation. Waiting at your own power to hear it.
Yeah, thank you. For me, not even the judge Sylvia Blyden intention to me. That's a non-starter, not issue, not important. Which is very important now. For the very first time in the political history of Salone, an insider don't muster the courage of conviction and fortitude for call the issue as issue. That I commend them for that. For a very long time, like we say, the problem that APC, where Sylvia Blyden not really talk about this hero worship, they make a god out of a leader, where certain people they feel say na they no more for the power. Where Sylvia Blyden not come actually lay out this case, we tell her take it for it. Whether or not they do it for be president as Salone, take attention, whether it be for can go na the for left and the Ibale, to me, all that's not the issue. The issue is it don't come opening. Therefore, even add more importance to this, it don't condemn the open the call way me not even call the person way can they make them and then it's in there and call them. Let them go do this and Salone they go do. You don't put a distance between insects. This way you don't do so. Now a very good thing that Salone. Sylvia Blyden don't put Salone before in your personal agenda. You don't put an agenda. Yes, Sylvia Blyden may join the NRM. He go there. you see everything they do, you go give them na APC. That NAC when the top of so. They only pull and they may only get a job na NAC simply because Sylvia Blyden may act as the deep throat for them because it come on and NAC, even they get the information and NAC, they give them the legal strategies there. They fight where Sylvia Blyden they fight so. Now the same fight NRM they fight. Now the same fight they fight. The RN guy they not tell them plainly say they must go. They must go. If we recall, in 2018, immediately after the election, I am a leader for life talk say, they go in 2 months' time. 30 days, you don't go. Then they manipulate the election. Now, waiting they even want to, and by God power, tomorrow, now go broadcast tomorrow. They want to invoke Article 6, Section 1 of the APC Constitution, so that they make like then they resign. Minkalu Masare, Fode Yansane, and Anes by Kouma, then they fake resignation. But people then for understand say if you don't put the NAC, if you don't put too many people in there, they get up to 40 and plus when are only 21 members. So the strategy is then they make them resign, then they make people they nominate, then they go sit on that because the 15th of October, now everybody in office they don't the APC, everybody, and the court injunction tell them plain. Where NRM getting go to court, it tell them plain there's injunction on them say there should be no APC activity, none whatsoever, none. I mean, a week or two ago, months, whatever it is, we decided for hold a meeting for see if they can bring, let them go stay when and it's by Koma they want, but luckily the meeting not succeed. Last Tuesday, about a week ago, last Tuesday, they attend for hold a meeting again. The meeting not succeed again because the NRM guys start very strong and the injunction at court he hold. Then go argue say NRM not to part of APC. The court not listen to them. What did the court do? The court reject for the assign them. Then he accept NRM and say the injunction will go through. So what is Sylvia Blyden can do so? Like I say, yes, Sylvia Blyden most time it can be very unprincipled. It can be very unpredictable. Sometimes it can therefore grab the headlines. That's very fine. Okay. But we get for look at the crystal ball now. The crystal ball is Sylvia Blyden don't make a call where nobody in the APC don't ever do. Openly calling, say, leader for life, they forgo. Most of this problem where they happen say in the country, this unrest, as a result of them sit tight leadership when against the party. People they don't grab the party. They don't agree go. So what they do? They get the agency when they say, where you got, you want they call and they say, go begin constant posting, mommy, go begin do this, go begin. But Sylvia don't decide, say, regardless of what will happen, it will be a say. So in this light, I support Sylvia Blyden and I support NRM and at the right thing Sylvia Blyden they do, let it try for be democracy inside APC. And they need to understand, say, Sylvia Blyden get more gravitas inside APC past and by Koroma them because Sylvia Blyden and Grandpa them now then make APC come to power in 1967. Now then the trouble in Grandpa them so they get more things than the APC. So the stand where don't take so whether he want to be president so of course right, whether it is seek publicity or they're not to strange thing and they whatever intention one thing will come out. It don't muster the courage of conviction and fortitude for call the issue as itself and for clear the truth. And I support them on that. And at the same thing, at the same time, NIMA. Then finally on this, on the railway, it don't cast go light on the railway. For too long, we talk about Solomon Pratt. The only two they link Solomon Pratt to Solomon Pratt, Shaka Stevens, and Jamil. Now they go sell with railway. Sylvia Blyden in that audio where me listen to. He said he get it documented. He don't make it very clear. He said no, not to Solomon Pratt. He named Mohammed Sohifona, where everybody benefits in a saints na Salone. Now it don't come be say Mohammed Sohifona is not the fake saint where people benefit. Now they all conspire. He even accuse them of conspiracy. They conspire for sack in Grandpa so that no more go block them from selling the railway. So these are the good things about history. And John Lepre, Edmond Bock, he talk to the people in there. Edmond Bock particularly, he say, you will know the facts. You not talk them there, you allow, let them go frame other people that is very bad. for long some of we don't the frame Solomon Pratt, and me they don't and openly apologize to Sylvia Blyden and say, whatever holder we don't hold in grandpa responsible say that they go sell that way let forgive me for that. Now that it don't come with the facts, some of we now believe say Mohammed Soifwana was not this kind of saint where people they be saying that saint that inside APC politics or na Salone. As a matter of fact, the only reason why Mohammed Fona they had a call now because council content the Shaka Stevens make council content acting prime minister where they not give him the job. Even if you say he always entitled to the job, now that make him begin for me or resort to anything we get for root. And they had a call and policy disagreement with Shaka Stevens. Now because of office culture of personality, Shaka Stevens get the exit. So that thank you very much and back to you.
Okay, me people, they don't hear to side of how we in Lucam, how we see some people will say, no, I don't agree. Sylvia Blyden doesn't do it for attention. Sylvia Blyden the lie. Sylvia Blyden the kind for dismantle the APC. But will Sylvia Blyden be able to do that? And waiting at the secrets that where Sylvia Blyden get, where it don't say it get for pull. First, it be say it pull 100 up to 100. So it begin with 001. Then it get for go to 10. Now we don't talk saying get for go to so 10 to 1,000. So waiting and waiting, it get for talk, but the APC, where the insider, they know where where they outside, when a Sierra Leone, and they don't know because for the longest time, it is APC and SLPP. So all the Kotoku bundle now, Sylvia Blyden don't open up. Sylvia Blyden don't talk say, and Eskoroma them for go. They know once they're inside there, then the other tape they will follow, the sequel tape they will follow from what you don't talk back. It talk also this NAC, the NAC. He say it respond to the responder where they respond to and say because them pull on a NAC and I make it vex they begin talk all this. He say NAC not to be member of NAC, they just voluntarily go there for your expertise, for giving advice and for giving stuff them it talk but the things that will go on inside between there and NAC. Then he talk about nobody no go pull on a jail way, but nobody no say a word to and now some people then they say because they don't go na SLPP. All man they talk the conspiracy theories are but only Sylvia Blyden. No, Sylvia Blyden say in the doing for the good of Sierra Leone. Is intention pure? That is the question because we got to be careful back something and they were with the talk. Waiting at the intention behind waiting with the talk. Because the question where me go ask say, if I be not know all this time, I swear to secrecy, why I be not go along all this time now at the begin for talk for let the world hear. Now we get the courage for talk or not because they don't do waiting and do and I make it talk If they're not been doing waiting, he claims it and do if I been talk that's not the other question. What we get for puts to review them, the phone lines are open. When I join the conversation, when I call in, let we know waiting on a thought and waiting on a take because
like you say, it's true. Okay. I mean, why now? Okay, a good question now you ask why now? Why you not be say that before? But again, like the English say, better late than never. At least we don't get inside. Waiting they need for do, they need for can refute waiting he don't say, not for expel them. When they expel her, what do they do? In America, then they call them, obstruction of justice. When they sell her for silence, no, you get the right for free speech. For the answer, they need for cancer. You know what? Everything where that lady talking and not to two. Until they can refute what he say, hey, we go for
there was also a fake press release where go on when they said them dismiss they pull and come up APC, but that was a fake press release.
Thank God.
They said a fake press release down there. Nobody no expel Sylvia Blyden from APC. And then what's again another conspiracy theory? They will go out there then say because I read some activists. This are a very individual person when an activist in Sierra Leone where talk say well past Sylvia Blyden said for make the fake documents because as soon as he make the audio, fake documents come out. So can pass Sylvia Blyden said, so all man they talking on, we don't know what's in the truth. We don't know what's in the thing, but we open up for the best of Sierra Leone because in everything, the mission for this Sierra Leone, it is not because when we get the ego for car inside, we with a shift from the center, with a shift from the core of waiting na that's na we. You know, we get for kill with ego and be humble and try for make for the best of, you know, all that is, if not for the good of the country, they do have more power to them. Because me, another day outside self too much, you know, yuki day, another day inside too much and backdoor business. I'm not able that kind of waiting and call there. They cut myself up quick. But you know, like we'll say again, we don't know waiting at the reason why make it do what it do. So we don't talk on that there a little bit. The caller then go call in, the viewer then go call in and view them. And let we go to Mrs. Fatima Bio. Mrs. Fatima Bio is the First Lady of Sierra Leone. Mrs. Fatima Bio hold an office that is sacred. He hold an office where you know people they respect, a respectable office to whom much is given, much is expected. And there's the office of the First Lady. And as a First Lady, you are a mentor to many. You are a mentor that people look up to. You are a mentor that people expect you for carry yourself with grace and poise and all that, you know, kind of thing. But we see an interview that she did on BBC about 2 weeks ago, where come out where it say there is no manual, because the interviewer asked you know, kind of thing. He said there is no manual. Those were her words. There is no manual for make they show how for behave as a First Lady. Nobody no been get a manual. In other words, nobody not show nothing. Nobody no get a book. Nobody not show no manual how for be as a First Lady. We know say she is a young 21st century woman. We know say elect the social media, and later on he go into social media. He writes, you know, some way them way he writes. Now in your personal page as Fatima Mada Bio, he writes on how because I not get a chance for sleep with me man. Now he make, you know, all those things. It is not classy. It is not classy of a woman, and a woman in position much is expected. But even though not so you did, do you have the right for just left yourself and just say how you want and talk how you want? The person that don't have a position can talk anyway, it costs anywhere I want. But you as a First Lady, carry yourself with grace and poise. And I think when they learn you from where you small, every woman, every child, no say when you become a princess, when I say you're a princess, the vision of a princess is carrying yourself with grace and poise and sabi talk and compassionate and do all that thing and they. But sometimes we don't see time and time again Fatima Bio the misfire and the misgun. It beats the gun, it go out of hands, and that is not looking good. It's a distraction for we president. It's a distraction for we country. But then again, she made the comment also in a page say, although in page they get 500,000 followers. So is she doing it for following? Is she doing it for celebrity status? Is she using the platform as the First Lady for use and for get fans then? Because we know say on social media, the more views you get, now the more that they advertise that you show and then they pay you for that. So is she trying to build her fan base? That's why she's doing shocking stuff for let people they can look for let we run. What Fatima Bio don't say for let we go watch the video, then he go get 100,000 views. Is that why she's doing what she's doing? Because they make mention of that say, I'm not gonna follow you because inside me 2 page, then me write and then I'm page. I don't know who she was referring to, but me 2 page combined, I am more than I get more than 500,000 views. Is she doing that for celebrity status? Is she doing it for just like the reality shows that we're doing? Is she running the White House or the State House like reality show? Do we have a one for be the female Donald Trump of Sierra Leone? Is that what she's trying to do? Because Donald Trump here, we see the fete every day, the media, they do crazy stuff, the way they call. Is she trying to get the celebrities apprentice status? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, but I know say when you carry yourself as a woman with class, with dignity, and certain things, and even if you think don't say it because of your position. After you left your position, you can do any kind of thing what you feel for do. Even that self not good as a woman. Carry yourself with grace, carry yourself with decency, you know. But she just goes out there and say everything. And even on the video, the reporter was trying to say, but this is what, and she kept insisting and saying they don't get a manual. Would I get the manual for let them tell her our first lady for behave? Kutubu, I know say you hear all the audio then they, I know say you see the writing and you see an nine page and you see how they make. Is she acting a celebrity and reality TV show? Is that what we're watching? Or do we expect much of our first lady? Or we expecting too much expectation out of the first lady? You know, go ahead, sir.
Well, the thing is, first of all, I start with quoting a law. The law says, ignorance of this, of a law or anything you're supposed to know, not to excuse. Not because I don't know, they're not telling me. First of all, waiting, Mrs. Bio, if still not we come to terms to that it. If still not come to terms it, one, that the office of the wife of a leader, not to an elective office standing. Anyhow, even in England, the Duke of Edinburgh, a popular man, a strong man, but the Duke of Edinburgh is way come like even Prince Charles get senior to them. He picking senior to them. Way come they call him England for play second fiddle to Ian picking in England. The only person the Queen, Prince Charles, Prince William. Now say the work, not to the Duke of Edinburgh. Even though they're very influential person that, because it's always on the side of the Queen. Now, yes, the nation they put respect on the spouse of the leader, the spouse. Not just even make a Fatima a big issue now. Not talk in generality. We're going to make Fatima get a message. The office, the nation they put respect on the leader and his spouse, whether a man or woman, by reason of the office, so either your husband hold or your wife hold. I would also in many other countries. When Mrs. Bio understand the fact, say there are certain things he not go do. For example, statement in the way he would make, then statement in the way when they go look at them, the people are not going to say this is what Mrs. Fatima Bio said. People are going out there and say this is what the wife of the president said. It's exactly how they look at it. They go any talk, they talk. In past, in a time for underestimate that, but every syllable we come on that the wife of the president, not to Fatima Bio, the wife of the president. So with that kind of a thing, the way it gets so, that kind of a big thing, that's another way they look at so, it means you therefore be very careful, you therefore be very measured. It also owe the nation the responsibility for do things or talk things in such a way that it will bring a lot of respect for the office of the spouse of the leader, and we also go trickle down on the leader itself. Because when he comport himself, he talk himself, he address himself in that way, he put a lot of respect on the office, that will trickle on the leader. But it all can be said, this is not a pervasive feeling, this say, the president has salute his wife, neither in charge, or the president has salute his wife, neither a co-leader, or anybody no more way. If the president, his wife, no one should at that position, they not good. No, that's totally wrong. Because the reason why we continue for the caution of the president, his wife, she is not accountable to nobody, either to parliament, nobody they call her for anything, parliament they call her for anything. Neither the government is not call her for account for anything. You're not accountable to anything. So this all the moment freelancing is totally not acceptable. We they see Mrs. Trump now also because any trade they do, they try for look for example they did. Yes, one time Mrs. Trump comes to the like way during the convention, then yeah, and the honor for they go to talk. For the president, he go sit down. Then they make he can't talk, but not to all the time. Mrs. Trump go address the nation. No, that not going to happen. You know what? And a privilege you get for they even address the Republican, I don't call her, like privilege in here because of she being the spouse of the president. So what is the only for do? You need forget or the government need for put a staff. They get forget professional people there now in office for this 1 or 2 years. So don't let for them professional people them, especially before he go out there make a statement and they you need for sit down with people, especially the people that wait for a communication team. Now it really, but as they see, tell like you get people that way they work now in communication office. Now in a press person, now in a talk, put out in communication messages. Now that make it they get a lot of them flag their way they take. So the flag their way they take, now in SSF, they create the atmosphere for them. So people are reacting and they react to what they do. They react, not also say people and they go all out for provocamo. Now in because once you don't make something where people they feel away, you don't veer off course. Not to say for take car. Naturally, you get for expectancy they will come back for give their own reaction, their own views. And they know they tell you what you want here. Then they tell you as they see them. So for avoid all the tears, so Miss Bio now need for sit down. By telling you they don't need for take a deep breath. Sit down first and say, what look. Then I just the spouse of the president. After all, they get the spouse of the president in Nigeria. They get the spouse of the president in Ghana also. They are there. I mean, they are very influential. They are very influential. Only that they are not in the limelight because they read most of the papers, especially the wife of the president of Ghana, especially that woman. Yes, for Mrs. Aisha Buhari, yes, one time he can cross all the people. But the wife of the president of Ghana, I must tell you, I've never had that lady making it because constantly I do reading up, all of it. Usagili today now, Mrs. Bio more na ide na the limelight more, and they do it in a way that they bring positive effect on them. Now it result in negative how they call it, and this is the impact the president. It really, for example, if you talk to the representative of the president, no, not to you that the president put that email. Not put that credentials and by you say they go represent up overseas. No, we got the foreign ministry. More even assume say they go the foreign ministry people they are there for their day. They got a policy statement that they go make not to you, then go there for guide you. So in other words, for some of this area, Mrs. Bio need guidance. He need guidance. He need to get the proper people the way they work with her. Mrs. Bio need for understand say nobody not elect her. Mrs. Bio need for understand say the office of the spouse now a privileged officer, not to a right. So she cannot be caught up in making policy statements and policies, and then above all talk to people they anyhow no you cannot. And they say how you go now or your place now, so then they give you back off for mixed fufu. He also need for be very careful like they talk to people them arrogance and talk anyhow to people they talk people them down, back talk, free talk, careless talk. No, that not for be associated with a spouse of a leader, either if the spouse na woman, a man not for the lieutenant if the leader and a man in West Togo. So in other words, the way where they sum up is Mrs. Bio now need counseling actually. He need for sit down, like a proper and professional staff, then they work with her before it make everybody turn against her. So now that there.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you very much for that day, because I mean, it's try for go into in page. I don't send the video of the BBC interview. Let me hear a small bit for that interview there. What him, Madam Bio said, because like how you say, much is expected of her. It come with the office. They're not going to tell you how to behave. They're not going to tell you how to be, gracious. They're not going to tell you some things. And they, yes, it is cool, but this is not a reality show. This is a thing. And she put it out there on her page. He say, I get viewed in Pasuna. I get over 500,000 viewers. And this is coming from the First Lady. She talk about, I get viewed and pass you on to me page and put together. I have over 500,000 viewers. And she had said, before that it do communications in whatever it is on theater or whatever, but this is not the theater stage. Sierra Leone has given your husband a commission for take care of the people of Sierra Leone. You fortunate, and God bless you for being on that stage. Do the things of the people that are right by the people, not left a sour pill or a bitter pill. In as much as, yes, you are the gatekeeper of your husband, and I have said it too, now, in Pitbull, now if you look out for him, but there are things that you do and say that just make everything what you do good just go away because of that once of the, and people remember the bad more than they remember the good.
Of course, yeah, that's true.
And as a human being, of a citizen of the world, we for always in real life try, in as much as, yes, we don't care about what people think about us, but yes, we care because we coexist with people in the world.
Yep.
And perception is everything in this world. Yes, it is good. We get for be, we serve, we get for be, we think, but there are things where you get for be gracious, and not all things you go do where you sit on up the chair of the first lady. So I want to you play and that waiting and call day. Not on every dog way back you for stop by the street. Not on every dog way back you for look say again for team up and answer. No, for team up bio. Where are your protocol team? Where them people you always supposed for guide you? What are they doing? Then they fail Sierra Leone because Sierra Leone is paying them money to have a first lady. We go around the world and go see them as a woman of substance. Yes, you might be doing one or two good things, but it is not coming down. The bad, they come out. Where you see a BBC reporter ask the question, when I will listen for the video, I think it has been downloaded from the word of President Mrs. Bio.
Because they have blessed my husband to be the president of this country. Because they voted for my husband gives me the right to be the first lady. So I do not abuse that. I know I'm here as long as they keep my husband in power, and I am grateful that they believe in His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Madabio to lead them as the president of this country. And I'm grateful that they see me fit to be one of them and serve them. My job is to serve.
How would you rate how you are serving in this role?
I should be rated by the people of the country. The people of Sierra Leone will be best to say she has served us well, because I'm not here serving myself. I'm serving the people. So they should know whether I am doing a good job or I'm not doing a good job. You can't rate yourself. Only selfish people rate themselves.
Do you take criticism lightly? Do those things bother you?
Sometimes when people fabricate lies about you, especially people who know nothing about you, make up stories, of course it's hot. Somebody will just wake up in the morning and make up lies and put them on social media or any kind of a media about you. When they put lies about you out there, it's so difficult for you to go back and reach all the people that lies has reached to tell them what they're saying is not true.
So what have been some of the examples?
When people take my word out of context and misinterpret it and make it look like I said this or my word means this, when they know they are just making up a story, those are things that really hurtful.
Yes, indeed. And yet there are some who say some of the things you say publicly are too brash for the office of the First Lady, that you should be more measured in your utterances and reactions. How do you respond to such criticism?
Unfortunately, when I become the First Lady of Sierra Leone, there was no prescription for me. They did not give me a book that I have to read that this is how a First Lady should behave. I just behave like a normal human being. So I don't know what's the prescribed way of a First Lady. As long as I'm not walking in the street insulting people or taking machete, running after people, or walking in the street naked. When I have to say my mind, I say my mind. I don't think that's a crime, because no matter what you do, you will please some. But there are certain people that no matter what you do in this world, you will not please them.
So being a First Lady, you really need to develop a thick skin.
You have to be. People will hate you for no reason. They will just hate you just because of what you wear. They will hate you just because of the way you do your makeup. And that's the pettiness.
I was just thinking, would you consider approaching your predecessor, Mrs. Sai Koroma, for a tip or two in First Lady etiquette? She was there for 10 years, and I'm sure she has a lot to tell you about.
The one thing I learned from Auntie Sia before she left, she said to me, when you're the First Lady, they're going to come after you. But I never knew they were going to come after me this way. I think with her, it wasn't as bad as it is now, because even though there was social media, but there was not much attention on her as a person. She was the First Lady, yes, but then she wasn't that exposed to all of this. I came in as not only an actress, but I came in as somebody who also is part of the media. But the one thing she told me the day I came as the First Lady in the Presidential Lodge, she said to me, they are going to come after you. They'll say things about you. Even you yourself, you'll be shocked.
So if you stood back and look at yourself from above, would you describe yourself as a combat-ready First Lady who is ready to take on an enemy, or as someone more demure and diplomatic?
I don't know whether I am diplomatic, really. That one will be a strange interpretation of my character. But I know that I just say it as it is. I don't do finesse when it comes to saying the truth. I just say it. All I say to people is, what you're doing is not right. And in Africa, saying the truth is a crime. That's the problem. When you're too honest, you make more enemies. And if that is my crime, then I'd rather be serving my God, because in my own religion as a Muslim, my God said, even if you are about to die, say the truth. And that is what I stand for.
And that's Sierra Leone's First Lady.
It's really not about the rape issue anymore. It's about the violence during the rape, the way they do them, and on the people they actually choose to do this rape. We have more kids being raped violently in the country. It is time for everybody. This is not just the First Lady's job. This is a national issue, because it's growing. Unless we put a stop to it, it will not stop.
Right. So it's suggested that punishment alone might not curtail the problem. There is the need to work on behavioral change. How much effort are you putting into this?
We try to educate people. We try to educate the kids. We try to let the kids understand that it is wrong for them to go out when a man calls them in the corner or anywhere. It is wrong for them to go. When men try to touch them the wrong way, it is good for them to tell another adult so that they know what's going on. The reason why we're using punishment is basically when you find justice for victim, the perpetrators have to know that they have victimized somebody. We try and see whether naming and shaming them will put fear in them. We need for people to know who they are. We need.
Okay, another again a 9-minute video, so they talk on the issue, but what you have the one bring part na the pathway is say in the speaking mind, I mean, no filter, I guess, no filter for Fatima Bio. You don't want to say an actress in at the media, light, what they go. So I guess, I don't know, Professor, what you make of what you say.
As far as me concerned, that interview, it defeats itself. It really defeats itself. If I get for greater interview, for John the talk, they don't necessarily get forgivable. In other words, what you will try for let Mrs. V understand, it is that you're a big lady now, you're not to really begin. You get for understand, so your husband hold a very important hold the office number one at the country. What you tell how it carry itself now in the problem now, yeah, and how it carry itself, how it talk, and not to every little thing it talk. For you cannot be every now and then in social media every now and then. What you do? You invite what you do. In other words, you give next to people. They let them cut you to die. They do. You cannot be there every now and then. You have to say, Mrs. Buhari or Mrs. Trump, the other people. If Mrs. Trump wants to get, they will go before NBC. Other people they did, but no, you cannot, because these guys are going like vultures. They for take from you. What you do, you be seen. You're like Albert Academy motto. They say rather than be seen than be seen or whatever it is. Let us see. But if you only, or the Bible says, he that keepeth his mouth his life. If he can only control his utterance system, the problem is they talk quick and too fast. He too liberal with emote. And not only the liberal way, he liberal now, how is also the message? In a wrong messenger, you don't know how to give a message. If they do it in an arrogant way, either it's you either take it this way or you don't. No. Your job is the act oasis of calm. You the act as a mommy of the nation, even though you're a young lady, but a mommy. Don't request somebody called Mrs. Siakoumade. She is never my friend. I know how they call her. But one thing I will give Mrs. Kouma credit. Mrs. Kouma never made any controversial statement. She never. She was very careful not to be seen before the media every now and then. I don't know when last me ever say when I'm in the office, in the whole any press conference. I not but you every minute you there, you talk here, and it's not nobody talking. Now how they talk? Nine they need for tell them now of offensive. Now how they talk? The communication. Now he not savvy communication. Not that way. Except for somebody who say no, in go in an actress in a no. That like night and day, not good for communication. The people under normal circumstances, way before make for lay you see with them, it repel you, it make you not see it again. Now how it very abrasive, how it put it is acidic in tongue. So we need for let you know this openly that Mrs. Bio, you need for mellow. Yes, you get the guy for the talk, but now how you communicate and now some people in other words, Mrs. Bio is a turn off. Now that me go openly tell us saying that turn off. You're not good at message. You're not good at giving message out. Back to you, man.
Yeah. I know she needs help in that, in that diplomacy way. It need help because, like I say, you get loose mouth, you get flippant mouth, and so then mommy can tell you, you're not too flippant. You talk all the time. No, some things you say it, and some things is best left silent. Yes. And when you're there in a position, you get for no. It is automatic because from when you're small, then they groom you, then they teach you parents, and they teach you. Except you're not picking way, not take training because some picking and they were waiting and call thinking that's the best way. Or sometimes some people when they don't achieve certain things in life, then they become defensive because there's confusion and torment inside. So that is their identity, thinking people going to take it away from them. There are many reasons why people they behave then kind of way they are. I'm just diagnosing from afar. I'm not saying that's what happened, but certain things, then there's certain behavior, then we get for stop arm, we get for left arm, and you get for comments. And I think we get problem with the phone line them because that's why I think forget.
Why would they talk if we get problem? Talk the mob justice. The wife of the president for talk about mob justice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Any man will go community, then they super
and what she's impulsive.
Oh, man.
She's very impulsive and not a think and just come in. But then I ask again the question: Is it reality show she's acting? She's kind because it's not like reality show.
The wife of the leader.
When she mentioned that it gets celebrity pass people there, it get 500,000 celebrities, and she put it down there that she has 500,000 celebrity past the other person, then
what you are that for?
It kind of say, are we in a reality show here? Are we not a celebrity lady? You can act later. Can you just a little bit keep the office a little bit sacred? That is the thing. I think we're having problem with our phone lines because
problem, Jem. The lady can understand. Say once you don't become the wife of the leader, now there are a lot of don'ts, a lot of things that you go do, because it is not the perception where they give, the image where they give. Now you cannot be an actress. Then that same thing that lady go get in England with Prince Harry. You cannot be an actress or what they call it. There you are, get involved with the establishment. The establishment already they get rules the way they get protocol. You don't go they make a vamp. No, why for president you they talk like they get it. No. You very appearance when they let people afraid you. And that the president, the wife, that they say anything about Mrs. Rebecca Stevens, not a day. I mean, everybody respect that family.
But then you don't argue, say, if we want to be a retiree at 40 years old, We want Sierra Leone people, they just sit on our host, they be old-fashioned.
No, you know, no. Yes, you can see that.
I mean, that's what the argument has been before. Now, arguments that way we don't put before.
No, not buy into that, not feed off that. No. The problem is, Fadima, the problem about Mrs. Dio, they can tell you, in communication skills and are zero. Okay? No shame or afraid for tell them. In communication skills, then are zero. You don't know how, you don't believe, say, you they talk people there into something. You know, they talk down people, you know, they talk at people there. Okay? You cannot talk down people there. And again, it's one of the problems there. She wants to be before the media every now and then, and you cannot. Then one other thing. You get for fundamentally restrain yourself also. You want it before the media, but you don't get the skill for day. What should they do? They make the guy tell it, like, you know, the honey, they go suck off on you. Because they don't say, you know, we bag. You can talk anyhow. So then they go provoke you for that talk. Why they talk about mob justice? Why they talk about any man will commit to let they pull in justice panel, let they do this, why you they talk all that talk? You cannot, you can't go that kind of low day. No.
She's the Donald Trump of Sierra Leone, the woman Donald Trump. If you say it is not cute, it is not funny, but we'll get for laugh, but it is not cute, you know, it is not cute.
You see, in communication, I'm your problem out.
We want strong, independent women. We want strong women the way they hold and move,
I believe in that.
The mover and shakers, but we want women to, you know, for be graceful. You have to be classy. You have to be
where they respect and values them.
Yes.
You see, the woman if you understand, say, I mean, in office, the office of the spouse of the leader, not to an elective office. Okay? Not to an, you cannot even see yourself compete with ministers. Everything they do. Now I come up with examples. Now England, the Duke of anybody is almost like they got now England. The way out of it, but he's smart enough for no say. In the order of protocol, he's not. Ian Bobo Prince Charles, senior for him. In Grand Pekin with Prince William, senior for him.
Yeah.
In all the government structure, I know even talk about the Queen. I know, but still, he's very influential at the place, but he's very careful. Now, how they do this? Mrs. Beyond a problem, for be honest with you, I will continue for talk and go. He lack communication skills. He lack them. Who say for even see with them, you don't go even see with them because now how in the camp, even pound. So the way you do, I'm your vex. I will not hear that anymore. Now make I don't give Mrs. Coleman, I mean, that man West, and then by Coleman West, nobody know they take him out of context. Nobody for all these 10 years where he served, nobody don't take him out of context. That went for Mrs. Stevens. That went for Mrs. Momo. That went for Mrs. Momo. Of course, Salbat, nobody even knows Salbat or Samit in your website. So then even they out of the question. The Mrs. Kaba was also very powerful, but she made sure she was in the back. Not only here Iman influence, he made sure she influenced not by Iman exercising influence. So nobody quoted Mrs. Tijan Kaba. Nobody said that. You know, one day you're gonna radio there. And you might not be a top civil servant because you're a permanent secretary. So you get all that gravitas. But when Iman became leader, she went to the back. Now that one name Mrs. Biodu, be very influential with you by your husband from the back.
Yeah.
Not lead. No, you're not a leader. You don't lead. You're at the back. Yeah, we need strong woman, influential woman there. Let's say Mama Bush, the big power in West.
Papa Bush.
Inflation, I mean, at this country as well.
Yes.
But
yeah, I mean, not to put down women because we have come a long way. Not to say women should be at the back, but no. When not so you at the president, that you man at the president, support you man from the back. Do things where they uplift the people We get
Yes.
caller them. I know say they say the phone don't begin work now small. I think we'll get a call. We'll get callers then at the line. But let me just finish my third day with a call. Be from the back, lead from the back, motivate your woman, be the gatekeeper from the back. Not that a woman be the
you will feel very effective.
I know they say, because me not believe in that. They say the place of the woman is in the home or in the kitchen. But
No. Me say not believe in that either.
also get forgive a man, not to you the elect, now you man the elect, not to you always.
That's the key. That's that for happen. That's the key there. That's the key.
Then the way where you the talk, you the distraction.
Yes, the communication skill.
What they say again today, what you don't go say, and these are the same people.
Exactly.
That's their way. We don't put them in a power. And
why you in the media every now and then? Your husband not every day they win a president. Why you every now and then? Why?
Yeah, the president don't say nothing, but then you get
why you there every minute?
They talk all the way they go. No, like,
if you get something, now make you get a press secretary. Let you press secretary talk. Let you press secretary talk. But every minute you there.
She needs to rebuild her image.
No, shame for the woman. We are not telling you man the fact. The fact is,
I said it before, and when this come up, I say, you know what? I'm not even going to say much about her no more. It love attention, but at the same time, you get for tone yourself down. If me advice to you,
yes,
you get for try
tone it down.
Because you don't damage your reputation to a lot of people. You might not see it right now. You might be in a fantasy world, but you get for build that gap there. You can do it. It's not late yet. You can still build the gap. You can still make amends with people, and by yourself down and be humble. Yes, you say you're a humble person, but the way you talk does
no. I don't see humility.
Like no. Person. You come out arrogant, you come out self-centered, you come out all these ways. So that is why, we that you mirror with a C. It's not that we hate you. With a talk, no, we want you to be, we want a first lady that is active. We want a first lady, but we don't want a first lady that is putting people down, that is talking any kind of way.
No,
you talk like that woman or that man. We're just there.
You highly opinionated, your opinion and all that. No.
It is not good. It is not good. We love you for what you do.
Yeah, every minute you get social media. No, bro.
I mean, the in communication team, in protocol team,
zero. As far as me concerned, zero.
They just get free money to me. Say, Namina in protocol team, you're not doing a good job. When I get for telling the truth and come to her and say, Madam First Lady, I know you love to do this, I know you love to do that, but no, let us do it this way. And instead, therefore, listen to the advice of the one that are around them, because for a long time we know people are afraid to speak to power.
Exactly. Can you imagine?
She's a beautiful lady. I enjoy and the way they campaign for her husband, because nobody has ever done that before. But you cannot be going around disrespecting and talking all kind of way and killing people and cursing people and disrespecting people and talking about mob violence, talking about
how you cannot. How it got to the people that will misinterpret that name. They will misinterpret them.
If I've been given a chance for sleep meet to man for be like me.
Can you imagine that kind of thing?
Imagine, but I'll go to the caller, please, because this is a tire self. When I see that, I was like, oh my God, not again for Team Abio.
How can the wife of president?
Let's go to the next caller.
Be so insecure to the extent you talk.
Hello, this is Janet Matamusa.
Yes, caller. Good evening. What's your name, please, and who's the call from?
Janet Matamusa here.
Oh yes, Madam Janet. Good afternoon. Go ahead, please. What you get to add to the conversation?
Yes, ma'am. I just listen to you very keenly, and Fadima, I just want to take your attention to Madam Doe, Nancy Doe. I don't know if you don't ever hear or I've been sending video to you for like watch. Okay. Madam Doe not supposed to be ever go to classroom, get no form of education. But Madam Doe have been one of the very, very, very powerful first lady in Liberia. Her husband make them get an office. And her husband make it clear anything where Nancy recommend to him or to any other office, then to accept that recommendation, they ask for them, as quickly as possible. That's a very powerful position she had. So guess what? She was out like every week speaking to market women, to little children, to families that when they go through a lot of problems and stuff like that. She was never in the politics. openly. But behind the scenes, she was busy making recommendations them where they impact the lives of ordinary Liberians. How beautiful can that be? So when we say we were first lady, with all the education we get, and then you find that she's lacking and this arrangement of delivery, because it's about communication, it's not about delivery, really. Yeah, I think, Fadima, when you go and say to each other, where say you go get to choose the word carefully for delivery so that you don't offend that other person there. I think what you said, you're quite right. It's about the act of communication that she lacked. And I tell you this, Fadima, when she just became first lady, we have common friends. After I listened to her a couple of times, I went to that special friend and I said, listen, she doesn't have to pay me a single penny. I want to be behind the scenes, working with her, so try to write some things then for them, try to work with her and say, you can't say this in public, you can say this, you can laugh behind the scenes, whatever you want to say, but nothing for you, blah, blah, blah. But I think, somehow, she's who she is, and just the money, no help. So, going forward, I feel to say, the communication team, like Mr. Kututu said, they may be zero, but maybe I think they are working behind the scenes. It's just that, once for take the instruction, where do we go from here? I think to say, me feel to say, a husband get a lot of work to do with her. I want to thank you very much for the project.
Thank you so much, Madam Martha. That's Madam Martha Musa, the CEO for Voice of Sierra Leone, England, Europe. So thank you very much, my darling sister. Thank you. Because I think we get problem with our phone line them, but I mean, I don't know how we can get through. Maybe get the other special line or whatever. We have a problem with the phone lines. But yeah, so we get okay. Then they don't begin coming again. The phone line don't fix because earlier on today we TV station get hacked, their accounts, they hack somebody hack into our account, they're trying to silence us, they're trying to go there to try for hijack we offline. That's why we got kicked out before. Facebook sent a message to the CEO say we account don't get hacked. That's how we got kicked off because people were trying to do some stuff to us. But the line they don't begin come back. We get caller then let me take the caller then please. Good evening caller, what's in your name please and who's they call we from?
Good evening, Madam Fadima. Mina Zainab or Yebu Mara, I call from the UK. So when I don't talk about three topics then this evening, the president, Sylvia Blyden, and the first lady, I just, if the time permits me, so make I just go through them quickly. So first with the president. Yeah, we all the wonder, waiting this we president go to now Lebanon at this time. And the press release, Naomi find very disturbing where State House pull for we, for can lie per we, let's say we the people of Sierra Leone, we are dumb people there, we don't understand, tell we say the president, they go on personal visit, that's fine, but then for go strengthen bilateral ties, are they serious? Are they kidding me? Lebanon, they in so much chaotic state, they don't get a government, with who that the president they go strengthen ties with. We do that. Who's government within Lebanon now, where they go strengthen ties with. So that's not just lie. They're not for the treat we like. So they're not for just they come out and they lie on the Salone people like for say we don't understand nothing. And again, for say this president must go, Madabio must go. Okay, meaning they promote say them for go pull them by gun or soldier man. No, not that. That's not what I'm saying at all. But we see in America, then they impeach president, even when they put them for 5 years or how many, I think 4 years, I don't know, and the time way for do, when they put them there, if you do something out of place, then they impeach them. Now the UK, we don't get constitution, okay? From 2016 to now, how many elections we don't get? Where things know they go right in my country, the parliament, they call for elections. Then they go now the ballot box, then change the president if they get for change. I think the same one the people want, then continue with them. But the people should always have a voice. So now the same thing. Sierra Leone, we get the constitution. Why the people are not for come out and protest? Why the people are not for come out and say their mind? Why parliament not for call elections? If this presidency is in power, if they make, then they kill the people. Look the state where the country is. Therefore call elections. If the people of Sierra Leone still say now they want, it continue. Or in party, maybe now the leader then they change. Then the party continue. If you don't want pull them, then pull them. So they're not for say because now 5 years, before they even if the people and they die, the people and they live in objects, terrible state because of the 5 years mandate for just to continue. It shouldn't be like that. That's why we say we have democracy. Democracy. So democracy for taking cause. Now I move on to Sylvia Blyden. Sylvia Blyden, me personally, me said them is social media platform. We are they amongst the people we cry out and shout for Sylvia Blyden where they arrest them. I'm not one because I'm not Sabi Sylvia, I'm not Sabi me, I'm not Sabi. I'm not one because of any personal. I do one because she is a Sierra Leonean and something wrong was happening to her. But now it don't come out. We don't fight the people and don't fight. Me, I don't know if the APC not fight for them or not. If you get personal fight with APC, that is fine. But this way if they do now, me as he say, not just crybaby, not just attention seeking, not just throwing tantrums all over the place, bringing secrets out. Sylvia Blyden don't deal with the APC from 19 Jubilee. All them talk here. If you want bring them come out, if you don't bring them come out for save Salone. We can't be for crying out loud. We go through a lot of trouble at this point. We don't need Sylvia Blyden in audios therefore can add to the Salone people in stress already. It is too much for the people and to take that account with it. It's just too much. Now to the First Lady, it just when I don't say she is just another incompetent, attention-seeking woman. She is rude. Now, in the one we come for cause Salone people. All we they do now for tell and say, lady, you cannot abuse us. We not go take this from you. No matter who that you be, we not go take this from you. It is too much. Fatima, if you just keep quiet, if you stop for talk to people, nobody no get a mandate for address Salone people, but they go all over and talk to Salone people. Anyway, thank you for your time because
thank
the time
so much,
thank
you, my darling.
If I want, I will call again. Thank you.
Okay,
yeah,
thank
bye.
you so much. Next caller, please. Good evening. Caller name, please, and who side they call from?
Hello. Good evening, wherever you are. Mina retired Captain Kebi in the UK.
Yes, sir.
Where they work at the London Metropolitan Police right now. Hello, can you hear me?
Thank you for your service. Now, Salone you serve. Thank you, sir. When are you?
Yeah, Salone I serve as a captain, but now I don't know how to work at the London Metropolitan Police. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sir. You are on.
Okay. I just listen. The debate we did today, and let me say, one of my mentors we sit down with you when a Professor Kutubu, where I get high respect for, and they part of panel, and I'm very happy the way how he interpret with this discussion we did today. I just want to make few contributions then towards this particular discussion we did at the forum today. And let me say try and let me say chip in. I know with the whole hoo-ha we did about the First Lady, the way how it portrays himself in the limelight, but I can understand when we compare to other First Ladies then. Okay, what me want to say here is this. Now we say those years we will be getting them First Ladies then they, and also say everything they do right now is not right, it's wrong, you're not supposed to portray himself like that, because at the end of the day, she's carrying herself for now as the First Lady, not as Fatima Bio. Okay? But then now, I want to bring her back to say the reason why all the tension they come up, where I can see say the way how they're able for vent in anger, that because of the political divides they will get in a Salone. The political divides they will get in a Salone, and we all see the way how it been there being a man, you understand, a two-time male, for let a man win election. We can understand. Where the other First Ladies, they never did that. So that was a surprise. And again, kudos for that. And that is what we want. We want for make we girl picking them, women them, for make we empower them. But even though in the drum, let me say the wrong way. So because of the political device within a Salone, sometimes they're able to control himself. You understand? And they lash out, which is bad. So just like what Professor Kutubu said, a need for get people them wait for the talk for them. A need for people them for able for educate them, for no waiting for say and waiting not for say. If for no say, where they talk, not to, they talk just like a Fatima, they talk as the wife of the president, where they represent Sierra Leone. But one thing where Mrs. they blame with president for nine at least. For say where Fatima they talk, they for say Fatima know they take their message, in man know they see. All them things that they want for say not able for tell and say no, don't say this, don't say this. You understand? Then now number one. Number two, Fatima get office. And that office where it gets, where it run as First Lady's office, where in the talk, if you say they talk as only First Lady's office, in the piece, they talk as First Lady's wife talking for Sierra Leone. Now that they fail for realize. And I can understand, because of the platform where the country gave or where it feels say that was the right thing where it do, where we appreciate them. The campaign where it take for let me say campaign about let me say violence, sexual violence, and the enhance of our girls. We can't do too much platform. The country can't the platform for making campaign and try and propagate them message. So that give them a right. If this is a right for making allow, whether for allow for making go up stage and talk. But now they platform them the way where the president can or the country can. Now they misuse them power than they. You understand? Or no into them. Where you don't know. I'm not to say really know. I don't really to say you know the gravity. Because if you know the gravity, say then the way they do, in as much as 9 campaign, greatly for Madabio, but right now, he were able to bring Madabio down. Because right now, people that in fact they call them the Mamina Tape. Mamina Tape. Because it don't say a lot of things utterances the way people them not happy about those utterances them as well. You can build somebody that when you not be careful, you go break that person down as well. So people need for talk to Fatima for make you understand. They need for tell her protocols. That office way for them forget protocols. Not everything way need for the talk. People don't know for the talk for them. They for them behind the scene. But it is not happening. But what you know me they see her is now for make patience with them. She's young. You understand her? It just come. But let God help we let them win again. I'm sure coming to the second time, it go able for moderate himself. Because right now with the see and said, where are they talk? Not to say they talk now, apart from this interview where they interview them. I'm sure now a learning curve, it will learn. So now that your contribution more official to make today. But that not mean say woman for the end. We for empower women them, we for empower girl picking them. You understand? So that not your contribution what they make.
That is true.
Thank you very much.
You know, sometimes I believe too say sometimes and the people not even know say that they do bad thing because they don't so use some then things say that the normal so they can talk anywhere, do anyway. They don't get nobody for answer to they just talk anything. We can at the mud and you know, when they try for help and that's why they talk, would they send message then to them, would they talk to them quiet while they talk to the loud one for let them know say, you know, these are the kind of things that when they do where you know right, you know good, we get for, you know, cut and down and slow down because Fatima Bio they mess up Imani image because it, like how the caller say rightfully, you know, it don't build her up, then it can still break and back by behavior. Let's take the other caller, then we go respond to waiting the caller, they don't say professor. Caller, good evening, sir. Ma'am, what's your name? Where you call from? Voice of Sierra Leone.
Hello, Ms. Fatem. How are you?
Yes, fine, thank you, sir. Who is this? And
yeah, Mina Bakar Sadiq Bangura. They call from the Washington D.C.
Okay, Mr. Bakar, go ahead, sir.
Yes, so thank you for the program, and I thank you know Mr. Kutubu as well.
Yes,
this issue we me brought up discussed earlier, I say because of now the political atmosphere now Sierra Leone, you know, make the first lady they act the way they act. I don't get that. You know, as a first lady, now something we can with the job. You get for prepare yourself, and just like what Mr. Kutubu say, you forget people around them where they groom them. Where every day is one year a press release them. You forget people around them where go give them advice. You know, but you know, we just go randomly. This is not even about the politics of Sierra Leone. They actually, even foreign people, and whether they listen to the voice of Fatima Bio, the words the way they say out there. Now the whole country in general, now they try to demonize. We not get that much respect as the previous first lady. It doesn't matter. Now in the country so far we find yourself. But you know, me not the only concern that I get about the first lady. At least let we get that respect. Let them respect Sierra Leone in general. Say, hey, we first lady, we come together, you know. Let me talk about no politics, you know. I don't get right to talk that much about politics because I do vote in Sierra Leone for now. But at least let we get that respect. They say this now we first lady that one this so. You know, we get other previous first ladies the way they act. I mean, like look during the time of Chijan Kaba, where the country be there in a major chaos. You know, But the way this first lady they talk, my sister, it actually trigger, so many behaviors where people in the, do things like the country is a lawless country, because they trigger them. And our democracy now they practice. It's not perfect, but at least we they get there, will be overnight. So thank you so much, my sister.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. The other caller, please. We can wrap up because we get side them for go and team them for do other things and for do other commitments. So we can wrap up. Professor, you don't get the caller, they don't say, and we'll try to wrap up the show because we waiting and calls it. So you waiting the caller, they don't say the suggestion, the way people they don't make, because President Bio, like I would say, he don't travel, he don't go Lebanon, and we call our sister Fatmata from London say right now the tension in Lebanon, the waiting and calling Lebanon, the high, because we see the bombing way happen, the explosion, the bombing way happened not too long ago, about a month ago, Lebanon. Then they talk on the economy of Lebanon, don't go down the drain, they don't even get good waiting, all they function right. Then we see with president, don't go, they send private jet, they say because they get relationship, then they don't get long relationship with the Lebanese community, so then they go there, President be able to go there. Waiting at the go there, we don't know. Well, we go find out. We they ask the Minister of Information, we they ask the press secretary them, let them can't tell we the reason waiting to President Biogo. Yes, President Biogo right for go on a personal mission. Yes, he get right for get vacation time. But the question be, if not sick is sick again, let God give a medicine. Like I say again, then one day where they allow for them politician them. If not sick, President Bio sick because one of the rumor they say get corona. If not sick is sick, he don't go to Lebanon. We pray to God and fix we country so go able to get medical waiting and calling facility them. We go able to diagnose we go able really but then corona no get medicine. So our person they go find corona, they go for go treatment for corona. So they don't debunk that statement, they say no lie, then they lie, go to corona, get all anything and they say, but we don't know. We they watch and see and we wait for waiting they happen and we will talk like say this on social media. We what's hot on the social media. We see Sylvia Blyden again. We talk on Sylvia Blyden. We say waiting at Sylvia Blyden intention. Is Sylvia Blyden trying to bring down the APC party? Is Sylvia Blyden in that open the Kotoku, the blind, don't put on there, don't lose the bundle, they don't put on there for the world to see, don't begin talk. He say, yeah, you trying to, is it a movement against the SLPP? Is it a movement? Is she trying to, start a movement against the SLPP for the progressive minds to take over? Because I think claims say they don't have progressive minds and effective leadership in the present administration. So that's why she is calling and denouncing Adebayo in comments them and in call for Madabio must go. And he say, not to Madabio must go, now the former bribe and in leadership of the APC party for go. He tell them thank you for the work the way they don't do, and they say go make boku that tape them. So we all they sit down, we all they watch, we all they listen. So man not like that, so man like that, all kind of conspiracy theory. Sylvia Blyden don't vex because they don't pay attention to her, don't vex because they make it, they do all this for their attention. So man say they try for aspire for be the next woman president of Sierra Leone. All man they talking on, but we don't know what's in the truth. We find out, we still they listen. We still they watch and they wait and comment. We don't see the first lady in behavior is becoming unbecoming. It's becoming very unbecoming. Something and they way they do. We don't talk, but she continues to do it. That's why I asked the next question, because I've been making an audio before. I say God don't give you the center stage. You're not celebrity. It is the I. No, the ego has to die and be humble. We glad for you where you be the first lady, but you get for watch what you they say. Hold the office with grace, with poise, with class, and with dignity. That's what you carry yourself. You can still be a strong woman with all that thing and the intact. You can still be, also you go, when you say you word, people, they respect you word and value you word without being frustrated, without showing anger, because I know say a writes 9 page this evening say, we see people them, we don't know what's in and carry, and they just summarize them because then on page, in Fatima Bio page, Fatima Mother Bio page, he said we see people then we don't know what's in and they carry, we don't know what's in they go on with them. So he called for let we be nice and kind to one another. I don't know why she got that, where she got that, what is going on, because like so sometimes we don't know how people them. What's in there inside them. We don't know what's in the carry. So sometimes we put our own expectation on those people. We expect Fatima for no, but maybe she don't know. We expect her to think. So that's why we're talking, so she could know. Because what you don't know, when somebody else talk you go hear it, you go know. And if you're not posting, where one for improve yourself, you go listen, you go take the good, you put her inside there and change. Because, maybe she don't know. Because it's my expectation. I expect some for no. But she might not really honestly don't know. So, but Fatima Bio, we tell you now, say the office of the president, there is no manual. But there's manual, you for be classy, you for not for every word you for talk, not for every dog way to go stone by you for every person way to go stone by you for back at, or every dog way back by you for to go stone pan. No, there are things you look and let's go. You choose your battle wisely. And one of we call it and talk on the communication and talk on the what's in and call with the tension and the thing. Maybe she gets frustrated and that's how she talks. No, that is not the answer. Slow to speak. The Bible says be slow to speak and slow to anger. Because when you stop, take deep breath and then you go ahead and call. If the tension is there in the nation, it is your job. Maybe one of the job where you go pick up, say Fatima Nainde unites the nation. Fatima Nainde unite. But when she first came, she had the APC, the SLPP women, and then she can't say the Madam Bio wing. So right there is divisive and tension. No, you bring them all together. You unite the party. You unite the people. You bring people together. That's one of your job as a leader. For try for bring for lay unity and one word and all thing. So now that me get for that today. And I say with the watch, with the listen, with the make. Now the end of the show we don't can today because I mean also a producer gets something we get for do. We know say he's bereaved. He lost his mother. And when I pray for him, when I pray for the strength of God for be over him, and let God comfort him, and also we also they pray for the mommy in soul. Let God rest in soul in peace. Let God give him the highest heaven. Let God give him, all in good. Let God double up for him. Always a mistake way don't make. The one way no, the one way don't know. Let God forgive him. Now that day we all for pray for one another. When I pray for him, when I uplifting family, and as we as they go through this time of life, and so also we pray for we country, we pray for we leader them. Let God give them the knowledge of the heart. Let not give them the knowledge of the heart, because when you get the knowledge of the heart, you care about people, you want change for calm, you want for improve, you not go violate human rights, you go care waiting say why if not be me, you they put yourself in the person's shoes with empathy, with not bullying, with waiting and call self. We are not running a reality show here, they running a country, Mrs. Bill. It is not a reality show for they try for waiting a couple, but we still they pray for you because you be don't can't they say let we help you for prayer. So we they pray for yourself, will mix you inside the prayer, let God direct you, let God give you wisdom. It's never too late. You can come back and unite us, you can come back and make amends, you can come back and all the one them. You need everybody. As a mother of the nation, your husband need everybody for let them bring and carry inside back. So you can bring everybody together. You can come back and apologize to the people. Come on VOS, I'm inviting you. I've invited you before. Come on VOS. Can't talk to we una left for talk no more to the international people. Una can't talk to una young people them because now una people then they listen. Una left there with man them for make them with my una can't to una people them. Let una people them say una let una know they know say una care. This is how they know say you care. This is how you know and hear the cry of the people and the problem of the people by coming on your people and platform, not always the stranger, but embrace your own and empower your own. And to all my viewers them I say have a wonderful wonderful week, a blessed and productive week. You know, like I always say, you know, Corona is out there, so take all the precautions. Let God keep we. Let God bring we next week with another edition of Social Media Review. The change is yours. The change is mine. Your voice, my voice, together we can bring the change. We meet in the middle and bring the change where Sierra Leone actually need. Like the barometer say, say when they do the survey and when they do and ask, they say Sierra Leoneans are hopeful. We are still hopeful. The struggle continues unabated, like without an end, but we're still hopeful. So till next time, I love you all. Go be your own beautiful. Go be your own you. And I don't get anything. If the sun they shine by me, they not jealous me. Go work on yourself. Tomorrow the sun go shine by you. Then me go get a cloud over me. So I will praise you, I will clap for you. So I love you all, Fadima, and remember, God is love. So Professor, I pass on to you. I salute you, my people, and I pass on to you, and have a wonderful week. Thank you.
I'm very quick. I look at it curious as to why the president, as the sovereign head of the country, when they fight Corona, he come out, what he come go do, I mean, they get all the speculations, so they attribute it to medical reasons and all that thing, but they just feel say it look a bit, you know, odd. I mean, we're not done these fights. We did honor. But then waiting on you don't undermine any help we forget when they will say where they go there for medical reasons, because when it cannot at the airport, there was no protective cover. A girl like that will not see much, not see anything. So we can safely say we're not to actually Corona. Because I've been Corona, you know, go inspect guard of honor and all that thing. From there, in fact, there would have been a helicopter, medical helicopter with the waiter for Roshka and Gona Hospital, but that not happened. So as far as I'm concerned, technically we rule out, you know, health reasons because of what we see.
Yes.
And what we see. Now they could not go gravitate to us. The fact say you go there because of health reason. Now, having said that, again, the government need to be open to say after all now we it is served. There is nothing wrong if they say the president they go do now. This is the president they go do. They are accountable to we the Salonians. You know, I mean, you know, go the wrong government. You know, saying ahead of the people there. You know, they talk to people them, and we, you know, one of the president your greatest problem if he say to silence everybody for reading mind, and we honor to philosophers in a salon, not go read your mind, and now you get for tell we. You are accountable to we. Now we are the citizens. We get the right for no. If you know want a pool party will say, would I know one name or kill take church and not go more kid dance. If you don't want to let people they know your business, they not leave it. Once President Bio come up on power, nobody know ask him anything again because he's not president. Nobody know ask him because he's not president. But as long as in a president at Salone, we will always continue for demand. For no, then they get for live with that. Then I'm glad he will Sylvia Blyden not can put a distance between a incendiary, you know, comments the way they go about no overthrow government. No, we not pass this thing in it. The way we overthrow the government, we go overthrow the government through constitutional means, through the ballot paper now they use for go overthrow them. The ballot paper is very potent. You know that way, Mr. Trump, all the stuff where they not talk about Mr. Trump. November now we will know whether they want it or not. I not care how much first people they fed every day that it cause and they riot that it every day, you know they solve. Waiting go solve that ballot paper and I go solve them. When I go give that either for them or against them, the matter will be solved. So I'm glad he will Sylvia them, regardless of whatever motives where Sylvia Blyden get. Me, I know they read too much into the motives because you know na lady can do anybody. Me a father, he don't call against violence, you don't put a distance. That in itself, we need for creditor for that. That alone, we need for creditor for that. Because after all, when violence comes, only they talk come, in order they go identify and na kutubu normally go for no. Anybody when they anyway, you go be a victim of them. You see, so now we all for help condemn violence and for support Sylvia Blyden. The other part they call I don't left and give a party na jump permit to na join rest. Let them go and do another Igbalede. But that one thing where he do, where he don't speak against violence. I hope say the guy where they na people come to where they enjoy constitutional liberties and freedom now will get this message that whatever be the call for let people go to Salone now he's on his own now. The mere father Sylvia Blyden, you know how they call it now. You need for recalibrate. You need for think very carefully. If that they can message them, in your job now for appeal to the youth, them let tell the youth say you una the young people then una get a future now here. Now una get this country today tomorrow and I go be the next leader there. Now this una have for do. But when the internet say una go do this, una go do that, una go burn those, una go overthrow the government. No, you they mislead the youth them. Now if you know that, but you did not have safe haven, but you know they come for leave the youth them for una go do that. That's very bad. So, but we are telling Sylvia Blyden, thank you. So the wife of the president again will go back. Yes, she has very good intentions. Yes. The only problem we get now how they care about these intentions. Yeah, so now they made any misconstrue intention. For one thing, you can, you know, be very influential without appearing very influential. The first person where they see the president every day, the wife of the president. The last person where they see the president, the wife of the president. There are two things that we get where nobody else not gets. Nobody not get any. That are two major weapons that we get. At night, all man they not retire. I must say 9 o'clock they not retire. They not lock the door. You know, yesterday I see something in it. That thing maybe they add a color. In your job, I don't know what they go on. Yes, it's true. Let it act as a messenger. Let it act as the eyes of God. But you do it in such a way that they don't go turn on you. You know that thing what happened yesterday. As you say, on a need for a visitor move. They trade it because the president need a wife for their help up.
Yeah.
When the president he hate her, the first part where they know their wife, then they know. Without even the guy that when they walk inside the yard, they even know. Let alone the whole community. The president has to rely on the wife. But once I get for drug, it's such a way that you know it's just a drug in a way that you know in good no go turn bad. What you have to do now, in good now they turn bad now. So let we help the president and wife bad. Let us see if you get 2-3 experience people. We will help them how to craft the message. Now they how to craft the message.
The skill.
Let you also understand not to everything you go answer. Certain thing they let go. Yeah. Let go. I go that the guy tears like come on the left face. Maybe you know, but every day we answer. Every day they go bring up to because they don't say then the things you will go answer.
But that's the
so having said that again, they could say Mr. Kago, like you correctly say, lost India one, let God get Arijana for nothing. Any mistake we do not this one so let God Salama any mistake we do not this one so let God get Arijana for nothing. The one that we left behind, let God be the trick say na so God can there's nothing they can do. This is now one of the the mysteries. John Equity they say I'd be much better content to see you ignore the mysteries of nature than to deny the out of it. Yes. The doctor, I can tell you one thing before I wrap up. Everything God don't give you, He don't give you dominion over everything that this world has. God don't give you power, we not money. But now one power where God don't give you the day where He could call you for go answer to Him. That power, they nobody not gets. And God don't share that secret with nobody. The only person who get that secret is God. So the only thing that will get help with that, mommy. That is salat. That is salat. That is salat. Now you go help her. That is salat. Now you go make Isidona Arijana. So until next week, where you and Mr. Salone come back now with more things, then it's been a pleasure. And we tell everybody good night.
Thank you. Thank you all, me people them, with people them. When I thank you. We don't come back again. The end. We sad to go, but we have to go. We love you all. God is love. God bless we country. God bless we leaders, and God bless we all. Till next week. Tata.
Yeah.